In today's lesson, it is going to be a dialogue between two co-workers. They're engaged in conversation. Our ultimate goal is to add vocabulary to this dialogue, but we have a general idea by going through it once to find out what the conversation is about. So let's start with reading. If you'll read as A, I will read as B.
Okay. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm great. I've been out of town, but today I just returned to the main office. I was in New York. You must visit there someday. It's a fantastic city.
Have you had an opportunity to meet Marlon yet?
I spoke with Marlon on the phone. We have a meeting scheduled tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Would you like to join us?
Well, that depends. Will you share the information about the presentation you presented to management last month?
Actually, I will. I made a few changes, but the main ideas are still the same. I was very nervous last month, but now I'm okay.
So you were able to use the feedback that was given to you, I suppose.
Yes, once I made the changes, I spoke with a few other people to get their opinion. I recorded it and listened to the presentation several times. I'm really impressed with the changes. I think you will be too. Will you be able to join Marlon and me?
I would really love to, but I have an appointment at that time. Say, let's get together next week after work and discuss something I've, I've got going on.
I'd like that.
Well, it is great to see you today. Take care.
Okay. Now, did you notice when I asked you to join me in the meeting? I asked you in the meeting, would you like to join us?
Uh-huh.
There is something that suggests that I really don't have anything else to do. I said, would you like to join us? And I said, well, it depends.
Mm-hmm.
It depends. And what it is dependent upon is what you answer in the next question. Did you make any changes to the presentation or will it be the same? And then down here I say, well, I really would love to, but I have an appointment at that time. Most likely I don't have an appointment. I just do not wish to attend.
Oh, I see.
But I'm very polite because if
Uh-huh.
I had said earlier
Uh-huh.
up here when you ask if I could join, when you say, would you like to join us? I would not say it would depend. I would say yes or no. I
Uh-huh.
said, well, it depends. And so it depends on the information that you presented. Is it the same thing that you did last month? If it's the same thing that you did last month, I'm really not interested. Okay? All right. Now, what we want to do is change this dialogue a little, add more dialogue to it. We
Uh-huh.
can go in any direction that we choose, but we want to make it a little more interesting. To make it a little more interesting, we have the word reflect as before, choose, specific, get rid of, orally, and get over. We'll add more a little bit later. So there are some words that we can try and put in. So we could say, hello, how are you doing? And I said, I'm great. I've been out of town, but today I just returned to the main office. Okay, and then I could talk about, I'm going to try to use, I was in New York. for a specific meeting that dealt with what? With, I don't know, IT. And so that now I'm telling you that you must visit there someday. It's a fantastic city.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're asking me, have you had an opportunity to meet Marlon yet?
Have you had an opportunity to meet Marlon yet? And
What could you say?
let me see. Have you asked before?
So it could be, I remember you had asked Marlon to get rid of the old template for creating the brochure for our next rollout. Rollout is like a promotion.
Okay.
Rollout is like a promotion. Okay. So we've used the word rollout. I mean, we've used the word get rid of. Okay.
I remember you have asked my range to get rid of.
Okay, so here we will say orally. I spoke with Marlon orally on the phone. However, I wanted to speak with him in person to get direct feedback.
Okay.
We have a meeting scheduled tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Would you like to join us? And if you can think of some words that you'd like to use, let me know. We can put those in as well.
Okay. Well, that depends. We'll share the information. So I can use will you share the information as before? But
where are we? Are we down here with well, that depends, or up here?
Well, that depends.
Okay,
Will you share the information about the presentation you present to manager as before? So I can replace last month to as before.
Okay. Present it to management. Okay. We usually share the information about the presentation. We usually share the information. We usually share this makes this part all wrong. We usually share similar information just as we have done before. If you recall, in September, we reflected on the overall growth of the sales department. This is a part of the presentation you presented to management last month. Okay, so now I have to just clear that. So this is a part of the presentation you presented to management last month, right? Now we just go with, right? And this now needs to change. Actually, I made a few changes,
Bro.
although the change did not affect, I think it's effect, the main ideas.
The main ideas.
The main ideas.
So
The main ideas.
Willison is meaningless. Okay. I was very nice.
Do you have any? Do you remember any of the vocabulary words from?
You mean about?
Well, it could be about anything. Remember, as you learn vocabulary words, you are learning words that you can use in any situation.
Let me find it. I think we can use. Of course.
Of course.
No. That wait a moment. The man. Have you heard the man, how to use the man?
The main.
Lament. 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 So
Lament.
maybe,
Okay.
yeah, maybe he missed an opportunity, so he feel lament on it.
Lament. It means to talk about, to speak about. The word lament means to talk about or speak about. Okay.
Talk about, speak about.
The word lament. Let's take a quick look at lament. Well, let me stop sharing a moment. Well, that's even funnier. Let's go with. Okay, here are some words, but those aren't the words I wanted either. Lament. Okay, it's a passionate expression of grief or sorrow.
Sorry for something, I remember.
Okay.
Feel sorry for something. So it's not a common word.
No, not really. It's when someone is lamenting. They're speaking of sadness or mournful. The mother lamented at the loss of her child. She was crying. And so it doesn't necessarily have to be speaking, but it's an expression. Usually, though, we could say it's a sound, weeping, crying. See here, down here below. Weeping, crying. It doesn't necessarily need to be words, but it could be words.
I can't see your screen right now.
Oh, you cannot? Okay.
Yeah, I cannot.
Let me share again. Sometimes I don't know when I'm sharing and when I'm not sharing. Screen. Well, I'll just not, let me just get back. So lament means to show an expression. Can you see the screen now?
No, I still see your camera.
Okay, let me go back to share. Now, do you see the article dialogue?
Yes. Now it's back on the dialogue.
Okay, so the word lament
so it's just used in article more often than speaking.
The mother lamented over the loss of her baby. The mother cried or sobbed at the loss of her baby. Okay, so we won't use lamented here in this dialogue because no one is really upset.
Okay, so great. Diligent. Can we use the diligent in this dialogue? Diligent.
Yes, we can find the word, a place for the diligent. Actually, I made a few changes. Although the changes did not affect the main idea, I was very nervous last month, but now, after working diligently on my presentation skills, I am okay.
Okay. So you were able to use the
Diligently. That means you're working hard at something. Working hard, working diligently on something or at something. Okay.
Okay.
So you were able to use the feedback that was given to you, I suppose. Yes. Once I made the changes, what is another word?
You mean to replace once I made the changes?
Once the alterations were made to the presentation, which is the same as change.
Okay.
Alteration is the same as change.
Alteration is a new word for me.
Okay, an alteration means to change.
Okay. Once the automations were made to the presentation, I spoke to few old people to get their opinion. I recorded and listened.
I recorded it and listened to the presentation several times.
I really impressed with the change. I really impressed with the automations.
Yeah, we could say alteration. But here, if you want to change your vocabulary, you don't want to use the same words, just choose a synonym. So we have alterations
and
here,
changes.
And then we'll keep changes.
Okay.
Because they mean the same.
Okay. I think you will be too. Oh. So the next sentence, you mean he will be impressed with the
alterations.
Okay. Well, were you able to join Marilyn with Emmy?
Because earlier I asked if he was free, and he said it depends. But because the changes, he made changes, because you did make changes, the main idea is still the same.
Okay.
You just changed your presentation. And so I say, I would really love to, but I have an appointment at that time. Say, let's get together next week after work and discuss some things I've got going on. What do you think he means by discussing some things that he has going on? Do you think it's related to work?
Let's get together next week after work, and I have going on is I don't think so because he didn't show that he is interesting with this meeting with this presentations. So maybe he want to talk something about his life or
Right. I think he has something else that he's doing. Maybe not necessarily his personal life. Maybe he's doing some um, developing his own business. Maybe he's going to leave this company. Something that is going to go on that has nothing to do with the job. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's see if these few words that we put in made a difference. You can change it a little bit as you're reading. You don't have to read it word for word. All right.
Okay. So am I still?
Yes.
Playing?
This time read as A. Then we will switch.
Okay. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm great. I've been out of town, but today I just returned to the main office. I was in New York for a specific meeting that dealt with IT. You must visit there someday. It's a fantastic city.
Have you had an opportunity to meet Marion yet? I remember that you had asked Marion to get rid of the old template for creating brochure for our next rollout.
I spoke with Marlon orally on the phone. However, I wanted to speak with him in person to get direct feedback. We have a meeting scheduled tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Would you like to join us?
It depends. We usually share similar information just as we have done before. If you recall, in September, we reflected on the overall growth of the sales department. This is a part of the presentation you present to management last month, right?
Actually, I made a few changes, and although the changes did not affect the main ideas, I was very nervous last month. But now, after working diligently on my presentation, I'm okay.
So you were able to use the feedback that was given to you, I suppose.
Yes, once the alterations were made to the presentation, I spoke with a few other people to get their opinion. I recorded it and listened to the presentation several times. I'm really impressed with the changes. I think you will be too. Will you be able to join Marlon and me?
I would really love to, but I have an opportunity at that time. Say, let's get together next week after work and discuss something I've got going on.
I'd like that.
Well, it is great to see you today. Take care.
Okay, now let's switch roles. I'll read as A. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm great. I've been out of town, but today I just returned to the main office. I was in New York for a specific meeting that dealt with IT. You must visit there someday. It's a fantastic city.
Have you had an opportunity to meet Marlon yet?
I
I
spoke
remember you had asked Marlon to get rid of the old template for creating the brochure for our next rollout.
I spoke with Nolan orally on the phone. However, I wanted to speak with him in person to get direct feedback. We have a meeting scheduled tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Would you like to join us?
Well, that depends. We usually share similar information, just as we have done before. If you recall, in September, we reflected on the overall growth of the sales department. This is a part of the presentation you presented to management last month, right?
Actually, I made a few changes, although the changes did not affect the main idea. I was very nervous last month, but now, after working diligently on my presentation, I'm okay.
So were you able to use the feedback that was given to you? I suppose.
Yes, once the alternations were made to the presentation, I spoke with a few other people to get their opinion. I recorded and listened to presentation several times. I'm really impressed with the changes. I think you will be too. Were you able to join Maron and me?
Will you be able to join Marlon and me?
Will you be able to join Maron and me?
I would really love to, but I have an appointment at that time. Say, let's get together next week after work and discuss some things I've got going on.
I like that.
Well, it's great seeing you today. Take care. All right. So in this second presentation, changes were made to something. And Marlon and person A are going to meet, but they don't necessarily they may not necessarily talk about what person B is going to be doing.
Mhm.
But there is a meeting that will take place. Okay. So we were able to use the word get rid of, underline that one and bold it. What else do we have? Discuss something I've got going on. Well, that was just a way of a phrase. That's a phrase that you can learn to use. I want to discuss something, or I've got something going on I'd like to discuss. So they're like 4 words that will help move your English speaking along. Okay. All right, let's go out a little bit and find, pause. So
Okay.
this is a dialogue about taking the subway.
Linda, would you know how to get to Simmons and Co?
Company, that's company.
Okay, Simmons and Company. I've never been there before.
Are you driving or taking the subway?
The subway.
If you're taking the subway, you will take the blue line from 14th Avenue and change to the gray line at Andrews Square. When you get to Andrews Square, get off at 83rd Street.
Just a moment. Let me write this down.
Okay. So you will take the blue line from 14th Avenue, change to gray line at Andrews Square. Follow Andrews Square until you're at 83rd Street, then you get off. You got it?
Yes. Thanks now. Once I get to Andrews Square, how do I proceed?
Okay. Once you're on 83rd Street, go straight past the bank. The bank is on the right. Take the second left and continue going straight. It's directly across the street from Jack's Bar.
Can you repeat that?
Sure. Listen carefully. Once you're on 83rd Street, go straight past the bank. The bank is on the right. You will take the second left and continue going straight. It's directly across the street from Jack's Bar.
Thanks, Linda. How long does it take to get there?
If traffic is going at a normal pace, it will take about half an hour. What time is your meeting?
It's at 10 a.m. I will leave at 9:30.
Mm, that's a pretty busy time. I think you should leave at 9.
Okay, I got it. Thank you, Linda.
Don't mention it.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to do that one again, or would you like to do the next one below?
Maybe I should practice as Linda.
Okay.
Okay.
Linda, do you know how to get to Samson's and Company? I've never been there before.
Are you driving or taking the subway?
I think it might be better for me to take the subway since I don't know the way.
Okay, if you would like to take the subway, you have to take the blue line from the 14th Avenue
Mm-hmm.
first and change to the Graph line at Andrew Square. Get off at 83rd Street.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me write this down, okay?
Okay. Take the blue line from the 14th Avenue and change the Graph line at Andrew Square. Get off at 83rd Street. Got it?
Okay, I think so. But let me see. No. Okay. Once I get it to Andrew Square, what do I do?
Okay. Listen carefully. Once you are on 83rd Street, go straight past the bank, take the second left, and continue going straight. It's across the street from the Jack's Bar.
Where's the bank? Can you just repeat that again?
Okay. Once you are on 83rd Street, go straight past the bank,
Mm-hmm.
take the second left, and continue going straight. It's across the street from Jack's Bar.
Okay. Thanks, Linda. How long does it take to get there anyway?
I think it should take about a half hour. It takes about half hour. When is your meeting?
My meeting's at 10 o'clock, so I'll leave at 9:30.
Oh, I think you should. I think that's a busy time. You should leave more earlier. Maybe you should leave at 9.
Okay, I'll just get up a little earlier. Okay, thanks.
And not at all.
All right. So when you see dialogues like this, the thing that you're doing is trying to use your own voice, use your own words, but stay with the script. Okay? All right, let's look at the next one where we're talking over the phone.
Okay.
You could be Doug. I'll be
Okay.
Susan.
Hello, this is Doug.
Hey, Doug, this is Susan.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Wow, I'm fine. I've got a question for you. Do you have a moment?
Certainly. How can I help you?
Well, I'm thinking of driving to the conference center today, a little later actually. Could you give me directions?
Sure. Are you leaving from home?
Yes, I will be leaving from home.
Okay. Take a left onto Blythe Street and drive to the freeway entrance. Take the freeway toward Portland.
How far is that from the conference center, leaving my house?
It's about 20 miles. Continue on the freeway to exit 23. Take the exit and turn right onto Broadway at the stoplight.
Let me repeat that. You said that I should take the freeway to exit 23 and turn right onto Broadway?
That's right. Continue on Broadway for about 2 miles and then turn left onto 16th Avenue.
Okay. Turn left onto 16th Avenue.
On 16th Avenue, take the second right into the conference center.
Oh, that's quite easy.
Yes, it's very easy to get to.
How long does it take to get there?
If there is no traffic, about 25 minutes. When it's in heavy traffic, it should take about 45 minutes.
Okay, I'm leaving at 10 in the morning, so the traffic shouldn't be so bad.
Yes, that's right. Can I help you with anything else?
No, that's it. Thanks for your help.
Okay, enjoy the conference.
Thanks. See ya. Okay, now, do you drive to your job or do you walk to your job?
I drive to my job, but usually ride a bike.
Okay, so I'm going to get the directions. Tomorrow I'm going to come to your job, and I'm at my neighbor's house that's right across the street from where you live. We're having a conversation now. What time will you have lunch? We can have lunch together.
Oh, I will have lunch after I finish my job about 12:30.
Okay. So if I leave how long does it take you to get to your job?
I think it should take 30 minutes.
Okay. So if I leave here at 11:30, I should be able to get there. Can you give me the directions?
Okay.
I will be riding my bike.
Okay. You should take oh, it's hard.
Don't you do it every day?
Yes, but I never said that in English. So
we'll make
you
something.
are my
We'll make something up. Make up the distance to something, because you have to remember it, because I'll repeat it back to you.
Pardon? What did you just say? Make something.
Make up a direction to someplace. Just make one up. Make up the directions.
Okay. Okay. You should take. You should. You should drive through.
I'll be riding my bike.
Oh, you should ride your bike when you see. Oh, do you know where's the Costco? You should drive through the Costco.
Okay, is the Costco on my right or left?
The Costco is on your right.
Okay.
And after you pass the Costco, you should go straight about 10 minutes. About 10 minutes. You will see a huge no. You will see a university on your left. After you pass the university, you should turn left on second corner on the. Should I say corner?
Okay, let me see if I got this part. Okay. I should drive until I see Costco on the right. After passing Costco, I should look for the university on my left and take the second street.
I mean, you should take a left on the crossroad after you pass the university.
This is what, if anyone asks you for directions, you should just say, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, maybe I can say, do you have a phone, there's
Yes.
a Google Map on it.
Yes, I should probably use my Google Map. All right. Well, let's switch roles. I'll be Doug and you'll be Susan.
Okay.
Hello, this is Doug.
Hi, Doug. This is Susan.
Hey, Susan. What's up?
I'm fine. I have a question. Can you give me a favor? Do me a favor. Can you do me a favor?
Certainly. What can I do?
I'm driving to a conference central later today. Could you give me directions?
Oh, sure. Are you leaving from your home?
Yes.
Okay. You'll take a left on Bethany Street and drive to the freeway entrance. Once you get to the freeway entrance, take the freeway toward Portland, away from town.
How far is it to the conference center from my home?
Maybe 19 or 20 miles. Continue on the freeway and exit 23. After you take the exit, turn right onto Broadway at the stoplight.
Okay, let me repeat that. Take the freeway to exit 23 and turn right onto Broadway.
Yep, that's right. Continue on Broadway for about 2 miles and then turn left onto 16th Avenue.
Okay, I got it.
So that's easy. Oh, no.
Sorry.
Once you get to 16th Avenue now, take the second right into the conference center.
Okay, that's easy.
So yeah, it is quite easy to get to.
How long does it take to get there?
Well, if there's no traffic, maybe 25 minutes. If it's heavy traffic, it could take up to 45 minutes.
I'm leaving at 10 in the morning, so the traffic shouldn't be so bad.
No, traffic should be a little light. Everyone will be at their jobs. Can I help you with anything else?
No, that's it. Thank you for your information.
Okay. Well, I hope that you will really enjoy the conference. I hear it's going to be great.
Thank you. Thanks, docs. Bye.
Okay. You're welcome. Okay. Well, that takes us to the end of what we're going to do today. I'm going to challenge you to create another dialogue. Find vocabulary that you can use. I'll rearrange what you submit to me, and then we'll practice more. Okay, we'll talk again soon. Thanks so much. Bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.